Okay, everybody, welcome to hunt number 4. It is the 4th of October, and it's about 4:30. Well, actually, it's like 4:50 right now. When I came up here, there was already 4 deer out here in the corn. So I drove a gator up here. I didn't want to spook them on foot. I drove a gator up here and spooked them out of here with a gator. Went and parked the gator, brought my climber and stuff back here and got set up. We got a wind right out of the north-northwest, so it's kind of going like this. I'm expecting the deer to come from behind me, hopefully work the edge of this cornfield right here in front of me. I put buck pea and doe pea out here in front of me, about 15 yards. And the reason I did that, I put a line of it out here. When these deer hit the edge of this corn, they just kind of hurry up and walk out into the middle where the corn is, where the feed is. The edge is pretty cleaned up here. So what I did by doing that is I'm going to try to get them to stop right here close to me. So instead of just hitting the edge of the field and running out to the middle, they're curious of that doe pea. It's from Wyoming County Whitetail. There's a link in the description if you guys want to try some. I freshened up a bunch of scrapes with it the other day, and we're going to check them cameras at the end of the week. But we're going to see how it works. It's really good weather for it. It's 44 degrees, and this morning there's a freeze warning for tonight. It's supposed to get down to 35 degrees maybe. So definitely the coldest day so far this fall. Kaylee's set up behind the house on that creek crossing, so we'll bounce back and forth between her and I tonight. Hopefully one of us have some luck. Man, what a night it's been so far. I've seen a ton of deer. I decided not to shoot one of these does right here just because there's so many deer coming out. I thought maybe one of my shooters would come out. I really don't want a big doe, or to shoot a doe and have it go right in here where some of my big deer are, and screw them up. So I've seen probably 15 or 20 doe and 4 or 5 different bucks. It was funny where I put that deer urine right here below me. I had that little 6-point, stood down there for literally 15 or 20 minutes just standing there sniffing that doe pee from Wyoming County whitetails. I could actually hear it sniffing. Like, it's kind of funny. We'll see if one of the big boys step out. All these deer just worked around the corner to my food plot over here. Okay, everybody, that's going to be a wrap on tonight. Definitely had an awesome hunt. We've seen a ton of deer. I think tomorrow's going to be another really good day. I'm going to go hunting Cherry Ridge next to the creek in the morning, so I will for sure shoot a doe then if I get an opportunity. Tonight it was just so good I didn't want to ruin it. Here comes another deer out right down here.
So today is October 4th and I am all set up for the evening hunt. I came out to the same spot that I sat in the opening night. I climbed this exact same tree right in the corner off the pasture with the green field to my right and the creeks right down below us. When I sat here opening night, I ended up seeing 2 does, 2 fawns, and then a really big bodied deer came through right at dark. I was actually getting ready to get down out of my stand, and he walked the exact same path that buck I shot did last year. So, judging by the body size, I definitely think it was a buck, but I don't know if it was one of our shooters or not. We do have a couple back here. I'm looking to tag the Bully 7, but there are a couple shooters back here, so we'll sit it out and see what happens. Today it's finally cooled off. It's about 50 degrees in comparison to 90 that it was on Tuesday, but I'm definitely positive about tonight's hunt, so we will sit here and see what happens. Alright, so as you just saw, I had 3 does walk a perfect line in front of me at about 25 yards, all 3 of them. So I'm really, really, really hoping that shooter buck does the same thing here shortly. Tuesday when I sat in here, the does that I had saw didn't come out until after 6 o'clock, and it's not even 5:30 yet, so I'm hoping that this cold really got them up and moving a little bit. So I'm hoping that buck will come through here before dark tonight, but I guess we'll just wait here and see what happens. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up before it gets too much darker. So all in all tonight I ended up seeing 4 deer. The 3 does that came right in front of me pretty much took a straight line to my right, and then headed up towards the field, and then actually ran out of the field. Like once I got to the field they got spooked or something, and so they exited the field on the left. And I could see them probably 150 to 200 yards up through the woods. Then they kind of circled me and then came down this high ridge over time, and then actually circled right under me about 25 yards, and then went up to the field again. And then I had a spike buck come about 150 yards to my left and walk this ridge down till he got just over my left shoulder here, and then actually came and walked right towards me, and he got to about 15 yards and got just downwind of me, and then took off and blew the whole way. So, but that spike actually came through here before those does did, so I figured after that spike came in I wasn't going to see anything, but I did see those same 3 does circle in again. I'm going to sit here for just a couple more minutes and see if anything comes through, but it's pretty dark here in the woods. In the field it's quite a bit lighter, but with these thick pines in here it's quite dark, so we will be out again tomorrow morning. It's supposed to be pretty cold tonight. It's actually a frost advisory, so it'll definitely be a chilly morning hunt, but we will see you in the morning.